you live from the Rupp Arena, the home. Chris Jericho, they couldn't wait to get their hand. Our opening contest has.
No doubt, man. What a Lexington having a good time.
He does whatever he wants in AEW and in pro wrestling. A very, very special night.
Oh! Like Shivani at the ball last night.
And their pounds action.
Action Andretti has gone on. Over Daniel Garcia this past Friday night at Rampage.
Way to Ricky Starks.
Losses to Action Andretti. First time in Chris Jericho's all-elite contest, Tony.
And that's going to make Starks and Andretti have never teamed before. You go up against the numbers, and that could be trouble for them.
Yeah, no, you're right. Starks debut as a team here. A lot of experience, not just as really close friends, but
Dynamite. October 20 and Guevara, they've been inseparable ever since.
On the outside is Garcia. And Parker around somewhere. All right.
Hey, he's a daddy master.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Headlock by Action Andretti. Action Andretti now.
Yeah, nice stand.
Andretti telegraphed that Guevara, leapt over the Andretti. Gets swept.
Nice.
The roll up. Big press. Sammy dodges. Moments are opening contest.
Action Andretti, but he's got to be very, very careful.
Sammy Guevara is a three-time TNT champion.
Youngster dropped his head, then he got kicked in the face.
He just celebrating his much more experience, and he's putting that to good.
Well, Lexington doesn't like
Sammy can't afford to let this get under his. And Andretti accelerates to the Guevara.
It's a good job, right? Good feet, man. He loves to utilize those rope.
Bottom rope and a little bit of a spin.
Oh, nice job with that
young man. He better be careful here.
Got that corkscrew drop kick.
Guevara, and Starks is not too impressed.
He's the wrestling version of the Louisville Cardinal.
No, not accelerating. Taking a.
Yeah, what it is. Altitude's very high here.
That was cool, right?
Garcia on the outside. Over the top rope. And right on top of him.
That was nice. You just set up each other.
That is absolutely beautiful.
Tremendous timing. The fans here. Match Action Andretti desperately wants in and is
a lot of trouble right now, and Starks is fresh.
Ready. Landed on perplex. Oh, the Spanish fly by Andretti out.
That was close right there.
Yeah. Jericho's well.
In the face of absolute Ricky Stark. Wow. He debuted in Seattle with Jericho to kick off the new year. Venge-minded ever since. Can Ricky Starks turn the corner? Jericho going face first. The corner, and now Ricky Starks.
Wrist control, then a little chop.
Starks strutting his stuff on
call test.
Don't get too cocky.
There you go. That was a great call. You're right. Way too cocky.
And that's the beauty of Ricky. But also, sometimes Ricky gets his confidence too far. And we just saw Sammy. Look at that.
Knows Ricky Starks very well. Is Sammy Guevara here in AEW?
Come on!
Career. He knows he's not going to get a win opponent.
I mean, that's vintage Chris Jericho, but just rent space in your head when someone covers
by Chris Jericho.
I think we need to.
I think it's better when you say it, Tony.
Dogs? Damn.
Sammy, watch this!
That's ready.
And a slam.
Starks has got to try and get out of that corner before here, and it's 2-on-1.
The pose for us.
Vintage.
That is vintage.
It's beautiful. What can I
That.
Garcia, by the way, still has those pants on that.
No, I mean, really, that pants.
I agree.
Well, it's tight in the crotch here.
The up kicks there by Ricky Starks.
It is rabid.
Good Starks.
But Chris Jericho also. Guevara cutting off Starks. No, he did. Elbow strike. Through the ropes. And Jericho. One for Action Andretti, wiping out both members of the
It's light.
A tope for Chris Jericho as well.
That's great speed.
And try to get yourself a victory for your team.
A DDT.
Oh.
Tremendous. Aubrey Edwards.
Ricky got that nasty DDT and was hoping that Andretti could.
Those up kicks from Ricky Starks a few moments ago.
What amazes me is that Action Andretti fence really has built the comp.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's a high flyer in, and he does.
Tag made on. Swing and a miss, but
that might do it right there, guys.
The cover.
Great job, though, getting out of the way by Starks. And that was close. Good strength right there, man.
And no!
I've said it before, matter. Strength is not in body weight.
Punched over the top with the assist from Ricky Starks. And
Andretti's used the ropes, Taz, about his
Looked like a moonsault. Avoiding the contact. He got the knee. Guevara and jumping. TH. He's got it. Oh, no. And roundhouse kick missed, but the in action. Andretti to the right. Grabbed a handful of hair. Andy got a thumb in Jericho face first into the ring post. Andretti lands on his feet.
He might be the beginning of
the hanging neck.
Great offense.
Now we'll see what the kid is made of. Don't.
Oh, shit. Pull outside.
I think Sammy Guevara ascends out of midair.
Sammy smuck him.
Oh, the bat. And now the GTH lands. And the win.
And the Chris Jericho and Sam.
Garcia, he did the right thing.
The Jericho Appreciation Society won.
Good call, Excalibur.
A win for Chris Dynamite. But shifting cage with the bounty on the injury. Buddy Matthews still to come here. Britt Baker, DMD. It will be Tony Stolhook. They take on All Ego Ethan and Armania and Jay Lethal going one-on-one. Family man, a father, a husband, a brother, life and career of Jay Briscoe.
This is what we was
life. Ring of Honor. Alley, brother. You want to know.
My dad is crazy.
Put it there.
You've opened.
Here tonight, a very special main event one-on-one. And coming up next, as you saw, the House of Black. We will have this TNT Championship moments away from a mass.
Championship on Sting from Seattle is the TNT champion.
As we can see, Darby Allin not 100% as you can tell.
And Sting in Yokohama's final match, and Darby but Darby did not get out of it unscathed.
Not quite an onslaught of matches. This match in himself.
Darby Allin has successfully defended the title. Last week it was Kushida, and now has been a brutal pace on the
right by Matthews. And hey, wow, this other guy's a lot big. Trust me, Darby Allin has got nothing but.
Got a big assist there from Julia Hart, just jumping to Allin and create the opening for Matthews.
Got shut down. Look at that. Bonnie, that was a tough hit right there
against Darby. Wow, I was going to say he caught it. What's he going to do with it?
Definitely impressive. And now Darby Allin.
Man, look at that.
He got caught.
Accepting Darby, driving him spine. Looking bad for Darby Allin, just getting bounced. And no, the powerbomb reversed.
And also, Taz just using the big guys.
Needed that. And
I don't know. I don't know if he's trying to go under the ring to get
into the barricade. Turnabout's fair play.
On that right leg, he can't do much.
His boot.
Keep him up like that.
Yeah, on the ring skirt.
Pulled that ring skirt up.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's the concern for Darby, and he should, because obviously in danger.
And friend,
he drove that knee.
He might get him here.
Deep cover.
I don't know what kind of toughness that chest area.
And Darby. And now Darby going over the top.
This thing here, though, guys.
And the coffin drop to the floor. Holding on tightly.
That wheel is screwed up, and he's given night in Lexington for the TNT chip.
Only thing I can say, I'm glad Sting is out here.
Black out here.
And Malachi Black at the foot of the ramp. Ortiz. The counter with Ortiz. And Eddie Kingston.
Well done by the Stinger.
Missed a kick out. And this TNT Championship against the House of Blacks. Buddy Sting taking out Brody King and Malachi Black.
Yeah, with Ortiz and Sting.
And Darby. We mentioned the feverish pace. Championship. But Taz, one thing we touched on last night, this weekend, and that West.
And that's why you're seeing Darby Allin fighting is on the line here.
Get him, Darby!
And to give Darby a lot of credit.
Buddy into the barricade. Now, covers. Two, and
Kicking out.
And Tev, so little regard for his life, but he knows.
Master at it. To your point, Excalibur, he literally.
And Bryce Remsburg, really, I mean, he needs this.
Yeah, well, let's see who can put weight on that right leg at all.
Combination shots to the body.
Don't that.
Stop. Headbutt. Then the backslide by Matthews.
Gonna buckle bomb him.
The stomp on the back of the head.
Gonna
the kick out.
skin him.
But it can't last forever.
No, it's his body through hellacious pain on this man from House of Black, Buddy Matthews. Did here doing the half Nelson.
Oh, no. Darby reverses me. Code red. Look.
A couple of near falls there for sure. Blame him.
Darby looks at his feet. He scoops out the legs of Darby. Rough leg.
Matthews follow up right now.
From Darby for quite some time. As Matthews
trying to power him over, but watch out. Oh, my heck.
Oh, the Scorpion Death. And the foot of Matthews was under Matthews with his foot under the ropes. That's the only.
Did a great job. He wouldn't go for the cover right. He wouldn't.
Darby up to the top, just open hand shot over the ropes. Darby spilling through the ropes. Darby covered.
Still TNT.
What a match! 4 consecutive weeks.
Cover, collecting the limbs to catch it maybe at the end here when he collects the little things so forth.
And Tony Schiavone now.
Take a breath here, my friend. It's been quite a win streak continues. Think of the title defense, Kushida, and now Buddy Matt Seattle, January 4th, defeating Samoa Joe.
Little deadbolt said in the kingdoms of old, but in my kingdom, Darby, I'm coming to take everything from you. Stole from me! The king will not be usurped! Darby, you will learn the stake of your career.
Samoa Joe, and but just a few weeks will return to All Elite
recovery process. It was very much one. Today's a giant step forward. Here, seeing the crew, very, very long time. It feels good. Is paying off. I know I'm not working towards getting back and becoming, knowing I got the chance to step into this extra full of some of the best pro wrestlers on the field when that day is yet. But I
can't.
They played the wrong damn song. Boo us. Me and Matt are getting along great as a team. Ethan Page, ain't that right, Isaiah?
Man, hell no. Sure thing, huh? Will understand. Put my chain on.
Play our music.
Well, this tag team match, whole thing where he just walks and talks all over us, Taz.
But
Page.
This is a tag in Mark's place. Weight 201 pounds. He's Hook.
In the Pro Wrestling Illustrated Rookie of Wrestling career.
190 pounds. Perry.
You know, one thing that speaks to this, obviously, is that in the crowds, by big moments, it's strong.
it doesn't bother him. It really doesn't. It's poise and get you together here.
Right. Poise is a great word. You're exactly.
And Jungle Boy Jack Perry Page tried to involve Matt Hardy into that match. One night only in Los Angeles, but this. Oh, wait a second. A bit of a stand.
Oh, look at that. Oh, easy. Now on his partner there. It's what he did.
Ethan Page. But instead, Ethan Page.
Out of this.
Oh, but Jack Perry, he spotted.
Good job by Jungle Boy.
Oh, Jack knew it was coming. The reversal into the right. Sweeps out the leg of Jack.
A veteran, obviously Matt Hardy was in trouble here.
A surprising amount of teamwork here. The match continues in picture-in-picture. Make a tag to Hook, but all ego.
That definitely Matt Hardy and Ethan Page. A lot of pain with that arm. Expert held tag team titles everywhere.
Matter who Matt Hardy's partner is. Jack now rolls off the back of Ethan.
There you go.
The tag is made. Hook swing. Takes Ethan Page for a ride.
Side out with that El Camino. And Switch.
Hook flush. And
the T-bone's coming, baby.
All over the ring. Curtis,
both young men.
That's the momentum.
Got to the ropes, Ethan Page. I don't think he realized. Recognized the danger there and drive. Hook had his spine driven into the tag.
Yeah, you're right. Hook's down and out, hurting.
Hard side effect. Matt Jack, Ethan Page.
He wants to take the
Win it with a twist of fate right here.
He had so. He's listening to his boss though.
Jack.
He's going to get that stance.
In serious trouble.
Matt's not really making.
Ethan Page.
No.
Oh, wait. Hook.
Jungle. Him that time.
I think you're right.
Hook and Jungle Boy Jack.
They are so fluid as a team. You can each other. Taz, as you know, that's so important.
You can do anything, and as a team that was supposed to be 1-9 only last time.
Jack Perry, victorious here. But speaking of last week, yes, he was the AEW Austin Gunn. They needed a.
Here with me, the Guns and Billy.
That would be me being as I called this, but let's and just spoiled brats.
I'm just our entire childhood. You were titles that you experienced with them was supposed to be. When are we going to be first? Never.
My entire life, and I mean that. All the time in the world to make up that time of tension. You couldn't control your to the Acclaimed.
Yeah, honestly, I got no sympathy. The champions, but you can't do what we have been, what this is now.
Who helped you? When your partner, ass boys, we were supposed to be friends. And then when you bad guys, we don't, what? It's our fault?
They call us ass boys.
All right, hold on. You guys just took the easy way out.
What failures as a father?
And I just basically just can't handle
the belts.
Still at 1+, our very special up next, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, Brian Cage, right here on Dynamite.
Welcome back to Dynamite, everyone. I've spoken. Something has been sitting with me since then. I was wondering if you could be a little bit more specific.
That we really don't want to answer. And where this kind of started with me. And I know that next week we're in. The next thing that I'd like to try to do, John Moxley.
It's going to be impossible for you to knock out. He'll be ready. And he accepts. You're running your mouth a lot about a guy who's not medically on rampage.
For you, why happened to you two?
Guys, let's take it back to the ring.
Man, next Wednesday night on Dynamite, but
approaching right from Aberdeen, American Dragon.
Bryan Danielson on his. He has to go through the machine. Brian Cage here, taking out Konosuke Takeshita the next week on Dynamite. Fell to the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, type of opponent for Bryan Danielson.
The machine, Brian Cage, this beast for sure.
Little added trouble to go.
And physical 274 pounds, King.
Yeah, that age from MJF of the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, this past Friday night. Over momentum going here tonight. And a little Cage on a mission to injure the arm of Brian Cage. If he defeats Bryan Danielson, he'd be
a man, as is Prince Nana. They both realize he's not looking just to be a mercenary out to screw up Danielson. Poll voted as number one contender. He gets a win.
Let him pose if he wants to. Just as you said,
yeah,
you got to approach him very, very
extremely athletic and quick, along with intensity.
And I think that's the thing that going to be, slow plodding.
Some big meathead dude. I mean, he's not. That's smart right there, going after one.
Kick to the inside of the leg of Danielson, taking on Brian Cage. AEW Dynamite, big chop to the chest by the machine.
Great crowd in Rupp Arena here in Leck. From the opening bell tonight, we have seen
some of these round kicks by Danielson,
making it look easy. That
Danielson, he's awesome at his grappling and his strikes, as you see here. As Brian Cage, with his striking
to eat those elbows and trapped.
Great job,
Brian Cage
is on the mat. No matter how big you are,
this desperately needs the break.
It does, well, the arm across the eyes. Cage didn't realize,
but get out of the ring to create some separation.
Danielson not done yet. And colliding with the barricade.
Gotta be careful here, Danielson.
Climb down on Brian Cage.
Come on! And a 23-year veteran.
Danielson looking to keep the win with MJF for the AEW World Champ as Danielson. Cage just hoists him up.
Oh my God.
Just a press slam into the buckle.
Hoisting him over his head. Takes some work for that, I can tell you.
German suplex. Danielson.
He is hard on that. I separated my shoulder on the throw.
The grimace on the face of the machine, Brian Cage, and Bryan Danielson. The machine, Brian Cage, on Bryan Danielson here tonight. Tony.
I love how Danielson uses it. We're seeing the headbutt, and Mike still has the wherewithal to try to
chest and the side of the left knee.
That was, I think, almost on instinct alone.
Forearm shiver to the face. He's in bad shape right now.
Oh, Daniel Page anticipated it. He's going over the shoulder.
Shoulder breaker does the trick.
Is watching this and smiling.
Why wouldn't he?
We talked about shoulder separation. Could be an 8.
What a power. Ryan can, from the apron, back into...
Yeah, not one more time. Someone's standing on the apron. You're on the
German suplex, and Danielson once again going.
Yeah, that's just instinct kicking out right there.
I think the saving grace for Bryan Daniels' repertoire of Brian Cage.
No, it's not. No, it never. Got a lot of moves, like the kick to the face where you work.
As long as you pound that arm on...
He just knows the timing.
Bomb off the ropes, but Danielson, he was at the back of the knee of Brian Cage.
He's playing the role of a mercenary here for money. He's tender if he wins this match.
Yeah, that would be a very interesting paid to maim Bryan Danielson, but to the top.
Ultra impressive by match, Shivani, when your shoulder and arm is shot.
And Buddy is taking everything. Right now, Brian Cage is fighting the warm-ups. Yes, he does.
Those kicks so to Brian Cage, and you see how his head is drooping after a... What a shot!
I thought for sure that knocked him out, man.
Situation here. And now,
right arm.
He can't pull the arm. Look at the machine right here.
Oh, Lord.
Cage. Danielson drags him back towards center. Oh, no, but instead, Danielson.
He's going to turn.
Cage lets thrust kick back Danielson.
To get the win here. And I don't think even like...
Oh, Daniels powerbomb. The high step. No, not. And he did it.
Ryan
survives the machine.
Well, here it is.
He's pissed, and it was right in the tip of his fingers.
Yeah, the arm. Yeah, that could have done it. That may have done it right there.
They got the bounty. Well, that's the World Heavyweight Champion right there. And I don't think he wanted to hit a bell anymore. MJF directed traffic.
Oh, wait, now Cage, what is he?
Earn your money, basically.
Wrapped around the arm.
Oh, no. That was horrible.
Oh, permanent, life-altering damage.
I want to make sure he doesn't make it to Revolution.
He is so...
Yeah, showing that vicious... I validated it because he's a vicious...
Bryan Danielson. MJF doesn't want to be in the ring for 1 second.
Not be anywhere near 100%. He's going to...
Max, he cannot possibly be thinking...
Yeah.
Konosuke Takeshita. Brian Cage. Oof. Brian Cage and the jumping knee from...
Respect to help out.
Between Konosuke Takeshita and Bryan won.
Yeah, that kid, MJF.
I'm sure MJF is ticked off at the cuff.
MJF, and then we see a ringside physician. We have to take a break. Danielson, the high step. No, not the... Yes! And he did it! Brian Cage, but that was not Brian Cage. Just maim the arm, break the arm.
Watch that payoff. He's going to get that payoff to save the day.
A very timely intervention with Danielson.
Get a medical update on Bryan Danielson and MJF. Doc said...
For now, it looks like he has a partially subluxed. Not looking good. Opinion, I think.
I don't care what. Can I wrestle or can I not wrestle? You know what you said? A partial whatever with a separated shoulder. Do you think there's some monster behind the match because you're afraid of getting hurt? Take the one thing that you value more than anything. But when I do, Matt, I'm going to show the whole world and the person, AEW World Champion, is bringing me from wrestling ever again.
Well, Bryan Danielson,
American Dragon.
One politics is set for one fall with Australia. Tony.
Dynamite, we saw a storm when she ends the win on Willow Nightingale with a overwhelming Willow.
Came out and stuck your nose in my business. You seem to have forgotten who you are. Left.
Certainly did, and I mean that's really cause against the core members of
From Lafayette, India,
caught up with Ruby Soho, much like Tony Storm.
I've worked my ass off here to AEW, the best company in the world. They gave me. You want to disrespect them because they started Journey and this new attitude of yours?
Should be very interesting one-on-one. They've teamed together. AEW Women's World Champion Jamie Hayter and Doc supposed to have been a three-way, Tony, but an injury
maker has had the injury. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm reading too much of this, but women who consider themselves homegrown. And then Ruby was one that didn't start here, but obviously
I mean, Willow and Ruby Soho,
it was incredible, too.
And Willow's back last week, but Toni Storm.
She's triple tough. She's loaded with a lot of respect for both of them. They both could handle it.
Ruby, combination. And Ruby pulled back. Corner, Ruby allowed her to anticipate that.
Here comes Storm. She's not done. Oh, shot.
Ruby Soho. Once again, we're here,
and that is, let's take a look once again at that shot.
Yes, Tony.
No, I was going to say, I mean, she is homegrown. It's with Toni Storm and Saraya.
Roster, the male roster, it don't mean it's that simple.
Well, Toni Storm, don't go anywhere. We may have just gotten the break she
of it. Oh, wow. Face first to the second, some momentum.
And Storm got planted, and now Toni Storm down.
Maybe she's going to go kick the, back spin kick to the gut.
Soho.
Look at the eyes.
Ruby, she was looking for the destination. Toni Storm beat Willow Nightingale.
Ref Stephon Smith.
Oh, right against the cover. And oh, wow, I thought that would.
Can't get discouraged.
Your AEW Women's World Champion. Ruby Soho now. Toni move. Toni. Ow.
Oof, that dropped her.
Fractured. All the way back at full gear.
She caught her right there on the nose.
And I think this is where Ruby, with Toni Storm and
firsthand what a nose injury is all about.
She's on that friendship.
Playing possum, huh?
Toni Storm.
Head can't take much more of that.
2, and no, Ruby.
Head was rocked. Taz, I agree.
Storm is going for the kill.
Toni, she was looking at Britt Baker.
We thought she...
Destination gets the win!
Well, I guess she got it given a
very unlikely and a very EMD.
But a very
fighting Ruby Soho tonight. The world, but Ruby Soho able to prevail. Score a win, but that was not the whole story.
Some people just, they can't see you that had to hide from a man with blue eyes now, am I? And I know how to pronounce your name. Granted, I have taste. But I have taste. Inside that squared circle, you are. I think it's a good idea to dance with the devil bow. So, speaking of, Brian, but it's hanging on by a thread. Bit that Revolution, that 1 hour Iron Man match. At least, you're obsessed. World Championship. See, this belt, because this belt stands for the simple, we're all worth it. This belt does make me in my life I've ever had that makes me feel whole. Loving family, adoring fan base. See, I know the real reason why, Brian. Fill it. But no, not by a long shot. See, matter of fact, I remember knocking out some big brain until the tip of my tongue. Tonight was just the tip of the iceberg, and you're gonna find out that tonight you don't want me to get to the mental pain. Now this week, Tony, on next week's, a man who gets all limb from limb. Wait, it's over. Roll.
What? Thatcher, a man who the modern day incarnation of all of professional wrestling. He's a man that just relishes in Influara armbar there. To defer next week, it will be Bryan Daniels. Friday on Rampage, it will be Hangman Adam Page. Powerhouse Hobbs, we will hear. And the AEW Women's World Championship, one-on-one. And
is a professional wrestling. She's bled for this business. She's got a blood kind of woman. I need to be in a ring with her. It's been a while since we've been in a ring. I'm totally understand that hater.
A huge eliminator sign for this Friday on Page. Jon Moxley III and the Timothy Thatcher. Can Thatcher lost the Acclaim, the AEW World. And this is huge. It is official. The Darby Allin, Samoa Joe, Briscoe, Jay Lethal honor the memory of Shivani and Taz. They have tagged out, and Caprice Coleman and Ian.
It is such a momentous occasion. It's the wrestlers that we've ever seen in Ring of Honor. He holds the most days as Ring of Honor. Jay Briscoe's toughest opponents.
And you know this is going to be an emotional match, but they're going to debut on AEW.
We will anywhere. It's away from a very special
reach.
Of Jay Briscoe. Since day one here in Ring of Pennsylvania, I had the privilege of my life, love, and family when we reached the love, hope, happiness, and to the river. Mark Briscoe, Jay Lethal go one-on-one.
This is your for one fall with TV time remaining. Smith, New Jersey, weighing 2. His opponent to my right is wrestling on weight of the Ring of Honor, Mark Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe captured the Ring of Honor championships for
tag team champions, man. He had the faith that he has to be able, and we're going to celebrate.
Husband, the father, hero to his younger brother. You have the privilege of knowing the Briscoes as well. I know you have a lot of memories,
It's heavy, this match, but it's such a AEW ring, and it honor, no pun intended. And right now it's shirt 100% shophonor.com.
Rangers to one another, feuded over the world television.
It's going to be the technical size of Mark Briscoe. Who's going to go in there playing chess. Briscoe's going
the third man in the ring, Paul Turner, the senior official for so long and such great friend.
Oh my goodness! A good chance that he was in the ring. Brief differently, and have a match Excalibur. They're going to fight to win.
Briscoe would have wanted it that way. And Mark accelerates to the ropes and the
fist in. He's going to stay. What he does once he gets going, that redneck he does it like Mark.
Learned it down in Sandy. Classic Jay Lethal combination.
So effective.
Going to cut you off with wrestling. When Mark cuts you,
face lock here, up and over. And before we get too far down the road, and you love them, call them, pick up the phone. We have right now, and we're so glad Briscoe doing what they love to do.
Like the very special main event continues in picture. Special main event on AEW Dynamite. The memory of Jay Briscoe, in Mark's case, a brother of Jay Briscoe.
Stayed in the match. Briscoe delivered right that kung fu. Ricky just
get the crowd up. Man, it's how much they've been missing.
Our world tag team champion. Go as a Hall of Famer in Ring of Honor. Like we said, it is a blessing to see him here against one of their greatest rivals.
Big uppercut lands by
hooks the leg. 2.
As a iconoclasm, he has a cutthroat drive in so many ways he can.
And wake up for the J drill
before for the Ring of Honor World Champion.
Oh, open hand.
Wars that Lethal has had.
Breaker. Lethal and hooks the leg cover. 2 pumps.
Mark and Jay Briscoe, for fans seeing fine tag team wrestling in so long, and really we're so influential.
And they toured Noah as vitalized tag team wrestling with teams like the Young Bucks. Jay Lethal dropping Mark Briscoe down.
How much they've used stuff from the Briscoe.
He's got it. Is that going to be it?
Mark, so smart.
Yes. In the Ring of Honor locker room. Leader, he was the play caller strategist.
Always thinking.
Go to take himself out of drops and
he's hit his finisher on me. How many people have we seen? Mark is still up because he knew what was happening.
Defeated his brother Jay for the Ring of Honor.
Mark Briscoe laid out on the time.
This is what Jay Briscoe would have wanted. He would have wanted the song, Violent Wrestling.
That's what I'm saying. He's playing the territory.
This crowd here in Lexington.
Whoa! Let's go.
Maybe a little
Briscoe house.
I remember.
Like family, but nobody protects like family.
Augie Bo connects Jay Lethal.
The air, the hang time, the carnage.
It's got to be the shoes. It's got to be the shoes.
Here we go. Cover.
Say on that cover is because Briscoe did not. He might have gotten Lethal there.
But you're right, Caprice. The leg hook.
Going for it.
Oh, great counter.
Yeah.
The hands are locked. The fingers are locked.
That's what. When to take it home. He knows when to.
Another big lariat from Mark Briscoe.
Jay Driller. If he hits the body, I promise you that much.
Briscoe. Sandy Fork right now. For the fans around the world who imagine it. But tonight there was a glimmer of hope.
Your heads up. Love y'all. Love you, baby.
Obviously. And now, here in All Elite Wrestling, respect for a man who
really does the connection he made without himself to continue. You see the lives he touched.
This is absolutely, when you think about Jay Briscoe, stuff is too small to be bickering about, man. It was about family, man. He came in here, he took care of his brother. He loved his wife, and man.
What had an influence on what you love, he missed more than you know.
And Mark can carry, he's got into the next 10 years, 20 years, the Briscoe family.
An incredible moment to Cap very much for joining us 9 Central on TNT.
पे देखने तो बंदे किधर से आएंगे।
मैं पीछे की तरफ जा रहा। साला कूद ही नहीं
चलो
पा।
लॉन्ग पे चलते हैं अभी। यार इसका आल्ट में कितने डॉट है? 8 डॉट है भाई इसके आल्ट आने के लिए। 8 किल करने पड़ेंगे लग रहा है। पीछे से बंदे आए। ब्रिंग, अच्छा आप नहीं है क्या ब्रिंग? ओके सॉरी
अरे
सॉरी।
मैं चढ़ ही नहीं पा रहा इधर यार।
अभी ने वॉल लगा दी इधर बी में। पीछे स्मोक है। स्मोक एकदम एक्यूरेट किया एंटी। अच्छा स्मोक
चलो चलो ए पे गए सागर भाई।
अरे यार दूसरे कैरेक्टर से खेलो ना, एकदम स्लो लग रहा है, पता भाग ही नहीं रहा जल्दी। न्यून मतलब
इधर इधर
अलग ही रहता है।
अरे अरे उधर से क्यों जा रहा है एंटिक्स नूब? अरे
अरे यार चूक गए फटके।
पीछा। अरे जाओ ना कोई तो जाओ अंदर। ऐसे कौन करता है? अरे बॉडी ब्लॉक कर दिया भाई।
क्या हो रहा है यार?
क्या खेल रहे हो तुम ऐसे सब लोग?
हाथ सेट नहीं है ना।
ये गलती से हुआ है।
एरिस क्यों दिख रही है मुझे बार बार? पैसे नहीं बचे।
ये स्टीम बैकऑन का बैकऑन से क्या होता है भाई?
किससे? अच्छा ये इसका
स्टीम बीकन बीकन है बीकन है बीकॉन नहीं बीकन
बीकन इससे क्या
होता क्या है लेकिन वो पूछना है।
नहीं उसका पता नहीं। बंदे को जैसे स्वॉर्म ग्रेनेड होता है वैसे कुछ। अरे सेज वॉल लगा वॉल। वही कर रहा। वाह अच्छी जगह दिया है। पीछे भी एक दे देता यार।
एंटिक स्मोक सीख गया यार तू। एक्यूरेट दिए भाई स्मोक बंदे ने।
नहीं एक पीछे भी दे देता तो पीछे का खतरा कम रहता।
इधर स्मोक डाला, उधर डाला, उधर डाला, तीनों स्मोक मस्त डाले। वो है ना, पता है पहले स्मोक से ही थोड़ा ये होंगे बंदे।
हाँ इधर ये कौन मारा?
वो मैंने आया लेना मार दी। वो मैंने मार दिया भाई साहब। क्या 15 HP पे मार्शल मारी है मैंने। इधर 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 इधर
लॉन्ग पे
योरू आ रहे योरू।
चलाओ से दे रे बिप दे। बढ़िया ब्रश बढ़िया
भाई। मैंने जो मार्शल मारी है भाई मुझे विश्वास नहीं हो रहा इतने अच्छे शॉट कैसे लगे। वो भी 15 HP पे मारा यार।
अरे सागर भाई को क्या हो रहा है?
सागर का तो माइक ही म्यूट है।
सागर भाई का आज मूड नहीं है खेलने का शायद। म्यूट है माइक। कुछ बोल लो। हेलो।
अरे हाँ इधर CCTV कैमरा है ना आपने पास, वो भूल गया था।
नहीं आएंगे वो इस बार ए पे नहीं आएंगे पक्का। बी पे आएंगे।
हेलो भाई किधर CCTV कैमरे हैं?
अरे इसमें मेरे पास एक है ना, इसमें ये डिटेक्ट करता है ना सी का एबिलिटीज का।
स्लो है वो। डिटेक्ट करता है स्लो कर देता है। ये CCTV नहीं है। मुझे लगा साइफर का CCTV आपके पास कैसा है क्या?
नहीं इसमें भी है ना। रुको नीचे लगा तो इधर
उधर गेट पे लगाओ और एक इधर लगा दो।
और ये ई की एबिलिटी से टेलीपोर्ट मारता है मस्त एकदम।
बी पे आ गए।
भाई पूरे पैसे बर्बाद हो गए। रिकॉल करना
पड़ेगा।
आ गए
यार ए पे आ गए यार। ये तो सागर से रोटेट मार रहे हैं। देख
अबे इधर भी है।
रिटर्न कर दिया।
वो मैंने दिखा।
ए पे कॉल बैक कर। इधर वॉल तोड़ रहे बी पे। ओह शिट नहीं है क्या? वो
ए में योरू वगैरह। अबे बैक हो गई।
नेट चला गया।
बैक हो गई गेम मेरी भी भाई। क्या आगे
बी पे आ रहे हैं सारे।
अरे बी पे आ रहे हैं भैंस के खेमड़े।
अबे मैं भी टेलीपोर्ट हो गया पूरा यार।
बी पे है।
आ रहा हूँ। नेट गया था अभी कुछ समझ ही नहीं आया।
आ जाओ
एक ही बचा है उनका।
पीछे से आ रहा है। डी प्लांटिंग
पूरा। अरे भाई
नाइस
स्किन है क्या? स्किन है। अरे रिवर देना फर्स्ट। अच्छा वो स्पेक्टर है क्या?
हाँ स्पेक्टर।
मुझे लगा वेंडल छोड़ दे।
फैंटम देना फर्स्ट। अरे यार
सागर के पास प्राइम की स्किन थी ना सागर? अगर म्यूट पे बैठा है
तो कॉल चलोगा
ना। उनका नेट चला गया ऐसे बोल रहे थे।
नहीं वो आ भी गया था। वो आया ना यार। इन दोनों का कनेक्शन एक ही है ना अभी। और इसका सागर का
तेरा भी तो है। आपका
नहीं मेरा राहुल का नहीं है। मेरा अलग रॉयल नेट का है मेरा। तब भी जाता है। इसका मतलब समझ रहे हो दया गोलमाल है कुछ तो गड़बड़ है।
आपका तीनों का जाता है एक ही।
तुम्हें पता है मैं 50 MBPS के 900 रुपए दे रहा हूँ।
अरे बी 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 बी
अरे बी में आ रहे क्या?
हाँ